everybody! So today we're going to talk about my empties for this month of March. I will have probably, from what I see happening right now, I will have a massive empties next month. Let's start with some skincare. I only have a couple of things. First of all, I used up this mask from Biomed. It's a peeling mask with enzymes, papaya enzymes or something like that. So really was not a fan of it. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great. Smell wasn't the best. I was not that excited to use it. Then I have a tea tree oil. This is just pure tea tree oil. It doesn't matter where you get it from. They're all pretty much the same. Mine is just the drugstore brand here in Canada. So this one is about this far gone and it's expired, so I am tossing it. Lastly, and one of the probably the most disappointing things here is this Nip and Fab Skin Glycolic Fix Serum, and that was extremely annoying. I don't even know if this serum is any good because I've used it very little because the pump, you see the pump that it came with, it was not working. I tried to scoop it off, I tried to get the product out with my little spatula. This is too much trouble. This is not that great to go through so much trouble. I probably would have used it up if it had a working pump, but pump here was an absolute crap show. Like, what were they thinking producing this failure? So disappointed. I have used Nip and Fab products before. I was reasonably happy with them. I mean, nothing to write home about, but they were not bad products. This one, the pump was a failure. It was just, ugh, I hate when that happens. A product that I'm getting rid of next is the Ciate Caviar Pearls. I'm sorry I wasted money on this. I've done a total of 1 manicure with those pearls, and I think I mean it's a fun idea, but it was kind of not so fun to take off. I hate taking off glitter already. This is worse. And the effect wasn't so cool that I can't go without it. I think I prefer not having this. So these caviar pearls, I think I'll give away to somebody who might try them and maybe like them more than I. Then I have a nail polish that was a fail from my Project Polish. If you watch my Project Polish, you'll recognize it. Here are the markings. I was really working hard on using it up. And it's OPI Pinking of You. I was so disappointed with the formula of this because it was, to begin with, quite a thin, patchy formula. And I was kind of waiting for it to thicken up and just become more opaque because that happens to polishes with time. And this was just the biggest disappointment because finally when it started thickening up, it did not become any, more acceptable in terms of coverage, but rather it just stopped drying. It would stay tacky forever. And it was so annoying to work with. The formula got worse with time and it was still very patchy and thin, but at the same time it wouldn't dry. It would be like a combination of gloopy and thin. Somehow it was weird. I really hated the formula at the end. I tried to tolerate it, and you see how long I've tried to tolerate it. I really tried with this one, but then finally I'm not making myself miserable with these. No. I'm having Project Polish with the polishes that I actually like. This one I hated. I've gotten rid of it. And I finished a mini from China Glaze. This peachy little number. I have no idea what the name is because my son had peeled off the sticker from the bottom. It was a 3.6 milliliter mini. It's a good size for a mini. I can easily use them up, so I really enjoy having minis thrown into my Project Polish. This one is going. I did like it. It was a 2 to 3 coater, but the formula wasn't as crap as this one, and the same amount of coats, but it was just easier to work with, and it looked nicer, and it dried faster. It was not that bad. So, I'm still mad at that paint polish. I'm getting rid of this guy. This is Lee Swatier. It was Gelée Soufflé Lumière. I bought it in the fall thinking that, oh, how cool, I'm going to use it. I'm going to really enjoy this product. I love highlighters, especially cream ones. But this one was just, I think it was a fail in terms of formulation. I did make an effort to use it. You can see some of it is missing. So this is supposed to be kind of a highlighter. It was glittery, first of all. You can see, but that wasn't what really turned me off from using it. I can take the glitter because there's some times where glitter is appropriate, but this one, just the formula was not playing well with any of the other products. You couldn't really wear it under makeup. It was too weird and kind of tacky. And if you attempted to put it over your foundation, then it would go immediately patchy and sort of move the foundation. So this one, there's no way for me to wear it without making my makeup look worse rather than better. So this one is also getting tossed because I think they've really failed with the formula. Although it's water-based, so it's supposed to really play well with everything, it really didn't work. Then I finished my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara sample. I get samples from Sephora every year, and then I spend a year going through samples. But this guy, I mean, no, it's not Better Than Sex. It's kind of, for me, it's an average mascara. I don't really see what the fuss is about. I know a lot of people really love it. I do not enjoy the thickness of it. The formula is not bad, actually. It's really the brush that I dislike. It's a big fat brush. There's not a narrowing towards the end, so you can get into the corners. It's blunt. It's kind of uncomfortable to use for me. I'm sure other people probably like it. And then maybe a month into wearing it, it started kind of flaking as well, so I just wasn't having any of it, and it's going to the garbage. Then 3 products that I finished from my Project Pan. Very exciting. First of all, this guy I was working on for a while. This is Lancome Shadow Primer, and it's completely done. I used up everything from that little pot. And primers are hard to go through, so go me. I was quite happy with this. I'm currently using something else. I'm currently using a MAC primer. I've used up a Marc Jacobs highliner, and that one was also not a favorite, really. I like pencils, and I like one of those Marc Jacobs gel, really tiny ones, like the very thin pointed ones. That one was really good. I really enjoyed using it, and I finished one up, and I'm probably going to repurchase in the future once I get through some of the other ones. But this one, the highliner, was not so good. Somewhat of a drier formula, so it didn't glide onto the eye as flawlessly as did the other one, and also it was kind of blunt, so it was difficult to get into the lash line to darken the lash line up. So what I ended up doing is I ended up putting a little bit each time onto my palette, just to, you know, rolling it up, putting a little bit onto the palette, and then using a brush to apply it. That was much more much more acceptable results for me than using the liner by itself. So I was really not impressed with that one. Would not purchase it and wouldn't recommend it. And then I finished my Maybelline New York brow pencil, the Define a Brown Medium Brown. I used to love this thing back when I was using more of the drugstore products, and then I discovered Anastasia Beverly Hills, and that was a really nice brow product. And then I went on to try my Dior, the very favorite one, the Dior Show brow pencil, and I loved that one. That one was the perfect color match. I loved the texture. It stayed pretty flawlessly, so that is my favorite one. However, I did have this one in my backup stash, so I wanted to move it on out, and I did, and I'm glad that it's gone. I do think it's a pretty good purchase, but the color range is nil. There's like 1 or 2 colors, so really not much to choose from. The texture's okay. It would also break a little bit sometimes, so when I'll be using it, I just don't feel like the pencil was hard enough. I like much harder formulas, so still, it's absolutely not a dupe for my Dior Rules, and this one. If I'm ever wanting a drugstore option, it's not bad, but I think I would rather use eyeshadow than this one, even although my preferred way to fill my brows right now is pencil. So that's it for today. Tell me, how did your month go in terms of empties? Did you get a lot out, or are you working on anything in particular? Let me know. See you guys later. Bye bye.